What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Chrissy Chaos. We have my friend and roommate in Los Angeles, a man who's just lost 25 pounds, says he didn't do it on Ozempic.
Didn't.
One of the best grandma sweaters in the game, Don DePetta.
Yeah, dude, I'm here to be your life coach this week. So, yeah, you're going to get some real information.
Donnie D. Now, I've told Donnie D's on a fitness journey. He's lost all this weight. Barely eats anymore, doesn't drink. Tonight we're going out to Rayo's with a man named Chuck LaBella. So you better believe that me and Donnie are going to see Los Angeles in the back of an ambulance. We're going to be drinking tequilas, eating steaks. 3 o'clock in the morning, yeah. I want to be on stage at the Comedy Store yelling slurs while he tries to get me to San Diego to do Tony Hawk's podcast. That's what I want this night to end, because I get excited when I'm in this city. I get excited when I'm around you. Your positive energy. We just had a Japanese woman on the show, Susan in Niwudi. I loved her. I'm obsessed with her.
So what is the word?
And here's the thing, man. I'm going to be honest with you. She's a very wise woman, an amazing person. I'm just going to be completely honest. I listened to her, but anytime I'm around a attractive Asian woman, I'm just looking at their feet, and I was looking at her feet all day. So I kept just staring at her feet, and she has nice ones.
Did she really?
Shout them out.
I didn't.
Shout out Asian women's feet. It's a category that I subscribe to.
Shout out tiny feet.
Yeah.
You know?
So, and will let me know when this episode comes out, because I probably won't be allowed to sleep at my house at night because Jasmine will get mad that I'm talking about Asian women's feet.
You can come sleep in my place. Now,
Don, tell us about what's been going on in the last 4 months. We've lost 25 pounds.
Yeah.
We've lost a Latina girlfriend. What else have we lost?
The dog. We lost.
You lost your dog.
Yeah.
You killed your ex-girlfriend's dog.
No, yeah. She was. It was old. It was sick.
She was old and sick.
She was old and sick. She had cancer. She was 4 years old. She was healthy.
She was 4 years old
and healthy.
4 years old?
No, she wasn't. She was 16.
Oh, 16.
You know this. You fucking seen the dog a million times.
Honestly, though, dude, I can't. Every time I'm around you, I wasn't looking at, every time that dog would come over. The dog's a little Chihuahua.
It was.
It was a beautiful dog.
Thanks.
It's not to, it kind of reminded me of the dog here at Paragon Podcast Studios that urinated all over the cords and carpet moments before the previous guest came in, which we have posted that video on my Instagram. That's up everywhere, the dog piss video.
That dog pissed so much.
Right.
A lot of pee.
Were you raised Catholic?
I was raised Catholic.
Do you know the prayers?
Most of them.
All right, I'm gonna do a line. We'll go line for line.
That's not.
Our Father,
who art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done
on earth
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
our daily bread,
and forgive us our trespasses,
as we forgive those
who trespass against us.
But lead us not
into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
For God is the kingdom.
That might be the Atlanta version.
Power and glory forever and ever.
Amen.
Amen.
That's what it is, baby. You see that? That's oh my God. Look at that prayer, dude. It was like we were at an 85 South show. Dude, who do you think, does anybody love God more than black people? I think they love God the most.
Wow.
I think they love God the most.
I was thinking about,
honestly.
No, that gave me pause because there is a right answer to this. Yeah, I think I'm hard pressed. I'm hard pressed.
I think they're number one. Yeah. I think God's number one. God lovers, black people.
We can move on.
I'm just saying. I think that.
Yeah.
I think that that's the truth. I think blacks and Latinos love God more than whites.
Yeah, why is that?
I think it's interesting. It's interesting stuff. Don, you're also in a TV show on Apple TV with Colin Farrell.
Yes.
Now, tell us about that.
Sure. It's called Sugar. It's like
we're going down slowly.
Yeah. We're going down. Yeah.
To the minute, sugar, we're going down swinging.
Okay. Yeah. Colin Farrell's great. Very, very wonderful man. Very cool. In episode 5, the episode that comes out this Friday, which I don't think this is going to come out before that.
You never know, because this episode, the first 5 minutes, I'm not going to lie to you, has Patreon energy. So so it could be coming right out.
He and I get in a fight. We get in a fist fight, and then it ends with with me on the ground laying flat and him straddling me. So we're dick to dick, which and he's
You got to go dick to dick with Colin Farrell's dick?
So he's punching me in the face, and in between takes, I go, Colin, do you know how many gay men's fantasies I'm living out right now?
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, circumcised, uncircumcised, what did you feel?
Just girth.
Girthy, huh?
Yeah. Nice.
This is an honest, genuine question. I'm not even messing around.
Sure.
Did you find yourself getting a little hard?
With Colin?
Yeah.
Well, I think you get excited in a way that it's like, this guy's he's just good looking.
He's handsome.
He's handsome. You know how you say you're not gay?
Right.
But like you don't push gay thoughts out of your head.
I don't put them out. I do push them out of my head. I'm just saying I don't push them out immediately.
No, not you think about them.
I do.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you give them, like, you know how you're supposed to just immediately push down like the first bad thought? Like you just go like bad thought and you go, no. You go,
Yeah, right. With Colin, you do it.
Yeah. Well, you have to. He's like Prince. He might be the guy for me that like transcends sex. You know what I mean? Like if you had sex with Prince, it's not gay.
I feel that way with Matteo Lane. I feel like, with my good friend Matteo Lane, and to be honest with you, all Italian men from Italy. I almost kind of feel like a nice, not that Matteo's dainty, Matteo's very muscular, but like a dainty Matteo looks like a sculpture. I don't know that that's necessarily gay. That's just having sex with a beautiful thing. You know what I'm trying to say? Yes, it has a penis, but that to me is irrelevant if it's Italian.
Yeah, 2024, I don't think that matters.
Well, even, let's be honest with each other, even the term gay is a new thing. Back in the day, ancient Greek times, ancient Italian times, European times, that you would just do that. It wasn't a thing. It was just a part of life. I'm just a sexual being. You know what I mean?
Right.
Ass, penis, vagina.
This is definitely going on Patreon.
No, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to. It might. It most likely is. But we'll put out a clip of your show in for social media.
Cool.
But I do think that there's something to that. There's something to labels. Do you know, how about this? You ready for a little fun history fact?
Sure.
And you guys can, we said this in a Chrissy's episode, which is now back, by the way. That's back. We got episodes coming out. We just did an episode on Korea. You thought they were good people. Think again. So Bobby Lee's a piece of shit and he knows it. And so, back in the day, like, the president before Abraham Lincoln was a man named James Buchanan. Okay. Now, James Buchanan was never married. Okay. Actually had a boyfriend.
Nice.
That they used to call Aunt Nancy.
Okay.
Okay. That they
called him Aunt Nancy.
His constituents, everybody would call him Aunt Nancy. In the public, it was James Buchanan and Aunt Nancy. It was known. Then he's gay. But back then, believe it or not, in the mid 1800s. The American public would never vote for you or not vote for you based off your sexuality. They didn't care at all. They viewed that as that's your own thing. Right. We don't care if you're gay or not. It was only when America started to get a bit more puritanical as the 1900s went on, was this whole idea of everything's being labeled become this big faux pas. But back in the day, nobody cared. It was irrelevant.
Yeah.
So my point is that if you want to be gay, it's okay.
Yeah. No labels.
No labels at all.
Why are we doing it? Well, I mean, in an LA, you don't need them.
No.
Now,
speaking of labels, you are single. You're a single man.
Sure.
Are you looking for love?
You know what? I'm looking to love myself, dude.
It's a gay answer. From now on, if instead of saying anything's gay, we're just going to call that a Buchanan.
Yeah,
that's a Buchanan.
That's a Buchanan.
Yeah.
Not yet. I think it took me a really long time to get through this relationship. It was a very, very hard, and I loved somebody as hard as I could, and I think right now it's like part of the 25 pounds was like I had to learn to love myself again, dude.
Right.
And I had sometimes I have a really big beard and I had longer hair and even the cardigans. I was just hiding. I felt like I was hiding for a while.
Right.
And I'm not hiding any. That is a Buchanan.
You're not hiding.
Statement. Yeah, I'm not hiding.
But you are still wearing the same. What's the thought process in wearing the same cardigan sweater? You're wearing your fat sweater, but you're not fat anymore.
No, thanks. Appreciate that. That doesn't hurt that much.
Sure. Somebody in the control room's disagreeing. They're saying on camera you still need more work.
Dude, yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
We're not eating Rails tonight.
No, we have to.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I'm going to eat it with my hands.
You feed it to me?
I would feed it to you.
Okay. No, I don't know. I still just like the cardigans. I still like the look. I think we're stripping it down. We're trying to figure out what we like.
Yeah. And also, another fun thing about you started playing golf.
Dude,
What is it about golf? It feels like you can't be successful in life unless you play golf as a white man.
Yeah, I just think that's where they're all hiding now. That's
golf.
That's the safe space.
But how do I start to learn how to play golf? It's something I don't want to do, but do you think I need to do it in order to get a certain amount of success?
I don't think you need to. I think if you want to like get away from jazz, you probably go to the golf course.
Maybe for our previous guest, Susan Inui from Leadership's Perfect
You're
Storm.
getting worse at that last name.
Susan Inawaya.
Okay.
Susan Ayahuasca. She would, I bet you during golf is when I could do my walking meditations.
I do.
That's when you're in nature.
Yes.
Right?
So I'll wake up super early in the mornings now and go golf at like 6:20 by myself in the morning, 6:10, whenever the first tee time is, and just walk 18 holes, not talk to anybody for 4 hours, not have my phone on me, or 3.5 hours, however long it takes. And just, it's like a meditation, just in nature, enjoying myself.
Yeah.
Then I have my day.
And you just feel better.
I do. I feel a lot better.
I think I have to start doing that. I think we all should start doing that. Even if you're living in a city, like just go to try to find a park, do anything, reconnecting with nature.
You know, I saw a guy at the driving range with no shoes on hitting, like just with his feet in the, like his toes in the grass, hitting golf balls. I think I'm going to try that.
Was he homeless?
No, I just think maybe. But I just think he's trying to ground himself, you know?
That's a big thing. Grounding. See,
in
in New York, you know, in the winter, the freeze in the winter, people don't put their feet outside on the earth for months.
Right.
Here in LA, you can have your toes in the sand every day if you want.
You know, that's what I was thinking about when Susan was talking about like a morning routine and a morning ritual and all this stuff. It's like, I mean, 50 years ago, this was nobody had a morning fucking routine. Men got up at 5 a.m. They killed themselves for 10 hours. They came home. They ate dinner. They beat their wives, and then they went to bed.
Sure.
You know, and like now it's like it's just not like I think part of it is like, and I heard her talking, and she's terrific, and she was wonderful, and there was like some really sage advice in there. But it's like, are we overcomplicating so much of what this needs to be? Like, what did she really say? She said, wake up, you know, like do something for yourself, like have a moment of like quiet reflection for a little while, exercise, and then like steady your mind and go about your day.
But she's Asian, so we listened. That's what it is. If she was a fat white woman saying that, I wouldn't listen to a goddamn word she said. But I literally felt like it was a cup of ginseng tea talking to me, and I listened because it makes you smart. I felt like it was goji berries that were healthy for me.
Yeah, but and I just think like you know all these things already. What did she tell you that you didn't know?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Some of the things that I think, well, one thing is, you know, that it's something that I knew, but I don't practice, is slowing down, is you know, how you're never going to be able to see or feel anything if you're going 100 miles an hour at all times. So you have to go slow.
Just being present.
You have to never be in a rush.
Is that like when you tell me to be where my feet are?
Yes.
Is that the same thing?
Yeah, I know.
So maybe you fucking know it.
That's the thing. See, well, here's the thing. I think we all know it, but I think it's what I think.
You just have to hear it from an Asian woman.
Yes. Everyone needs a small Asian woman to help them. But I think that what the key is the people who are able to put this stuff into practice just have the best ways and tricks for them to always remember, always be practicing what they preach. I think a lot of us have it in our heads, but we don't call upon it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I think that she has just a good way, and rituals is a good way to do this, where she's just always remembering what she's preaching. She's always practicing
She practices what she preaches.
I think that yeah, there was a lot of stuff that she was saying. I think one of the biggest things, honestly, for us, we were even talking, like today I had a therapy session, and I just canceled it because I was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to sit on the phone for 45 minutes with this guy. I still paid him the fucking $150 because I was like, you know, you don't want to cancel 5 minutes before. But I'm not shitting on therapy because I think therapy is important. But I do think a lot of our problems, because it's like you're addicted to your phone. Mm-hmm. You're never present.
Right.
All you have to do, was therapy a big deal 100 years ago? No. And the world was crazier, and people were dying earlier, and there was more war and famine, but people could just deal with it because they were present.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot. I mean, they didn't have access to all the information and news either. So, like, if it didn't happen in your town, most of the time you didn't know it.
Yeah, sometimes when we have so many options and so many things to consume, it's like your brain goes into overload, and you're like, what's wrong with me?
Think about the amount of information like we process this. Like,
No, you think about it.
I will fucking think
All
about
right, fine.
it. Like, even in like a day. That, like, 50 years ago, you didn't process that much information in a month, 2 months, man.
Seriously, no.
In a day.
Yeah, 50 years ago, she would be in an internment camp. But I'm happy she's not. I really am. I'm happy she's not because she's a great person.
Yeah, no, she was super wonderful and super lovely. I thought you handled that very well.
With big wireless providers, what you see is never what you get. Somewhere between the store and your first month's bill, the price you thought you were paying magically skyrockets with Mint Mobile. You'll never have to worry about gotchas ever again. When Mint Mobile says $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan, they mean it, baby. Say bye-bye to your overpriced wireless plans, jaw-dropping monthly bills, and unexpected overages. Mint Mobile is here to rescue you with premium wireless plans starting at $15 a month. Ditch overpriced wireless with Mint Mobile's deal and get 3 months of premium wireless service for $15 a month. That's not bad. $15 a month, come on. To get this new customer offer and your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/chaos. That's mintmobile.com/chaos. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/chaos. Okay? $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed show above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details. Go to mintmobile.com/chaos. Guys, you know me. You know I am Chrissy KiwiCo. I love KiwiCo. If you have kids, you need to get KiwiCo. My family and I have the best time. When these KiwiCo crates come to the door, they go nuts. I go nuts. We learn how to build stuff, learn how to do stuff. It's unbelievable, and it's all engineered by real scientists, real engineers, and then it's kid tested. So let me tell you about it. KiwiCo delivers seriously fun learning for kids of all ages through hands-on projects and activities. With 9 monthly programs to choose from, KiwiCo has something for kids of all ages, ranging from infants and preschoolers to teens and beyond. Discover real science, technology, engineering, art, and math concepts through fun, hands-on projects delivered to your door every single month. Redefine learning with play. Explore projects that build confidence and problem-solving skills with KiwiCo. Get 50% off your first month on any crate line at KiwiCo.com with promo code CHAOS. That's 50% off your first month at KiwiCo.com, promo code CHAOS. It's awesome. You'll love it. Your family will love it. It's the only time I feel accomplished because you know me, I don't know how to build anything. So it was really a great feeling when I was able to help my daughter build a volcano. You thought I did well with that?
I think like in the first 2 minutes before you guys rolled on the camera, I was like, I don't know how this is going to go.
Right.
I was like, this could fucking not go good.
Yeah, she couldn't walk out.
I think she was very uncomfortable at the beginning, and then you settled her into it.
Yes.
Know? Yeah. But you're charming. You got that about you.
This is getting riskier for me now because last week we had to cut it out of the episode, but I think at some point we might put it on Patreon. We had a sex therapist on, and she walked out of the interview.
Oh, why?
And she made us cut it all out, but we kind of are like, it doesn't look bad on her at all because we were she's a very sensitive person, like not from the comedy world at all.
I watched that clip on polyamory and I got thoughts on it.
But that was not bad.
Okay.
There was a clip. I mean, this would have went viral, but I was like, you know what? I don't want to hurt a person. She asked me to take it out, so like I'm not just going to do shit for clicks. But like this, I mean, she literally was like talking to us. We were talking, me and Mike. We were talking, and she was going on about like her friend that was having like trouble like sexually and all this stuff. It was serious, and then I was like, I have a friend like that as well. He was having some trouble with his wife, and she was like, well, how did he resolve it? I was like, he killed himself. And then she was like, which was a joke. And then she was like, oh no, I don't like that. I don't like that. And then she started like crying on the show and walked out of the studio. And then me and Mike, but the cameras were just rolling. And then like me and Mike didn't know what to do. We obviously we weren't laughing at her at all, or laughing at Sue because she said she had just lost a friend to suicide. So obviously we weren't laughing at him.
So
we weren't laughing at any of that, but just the awkwardness of it. We were like, this is like a kid in school that like somebody just farted and like you can't laugh. And if you look at your friend, you're going to fucking die because we were both uncomfortable. And then, but it was one of those moments where when I started talking to Susan, I was like, oh, if she's not a comedian, I could say something again where this would be the second person in a row that walked out of the pod.
Yeah. Would somebody walk? Oh, yeah.
She walked out.
Yeah.
She fully walked out.
Did she come back?
She come back in. To her credit, I will say to this woman's credit, I really respected this. She came back in, never apologized because there was nothing to apologize for. Just said, I'm settled now.
Yeah.
If we could just edit that out, let's get back to the show. So that I like that about her. I respect that about her.
So, look, not a terrible joke, just an ill-timed joke, just an unfortunate joke.
Yeah, it's just something that I say on daily that I should probably stop saying. Like I try to, even like fans have told me because I was doing this bit a while where I was calling suicide suey wooey. I was trying to make it cute, and I got messages from fans being like, I know you're crazy and we love you, but like that's painful when you call it suey wooey, and I'm like, I'm sorry, Wari.
Dude, yeah, that's terrible and it sucks, and yeah, I guess fucking suicide's a tough one.
What cartoon character do you think you're most like? If you have to pick one.
I think 4 months ago probably would have been Eeyore.
Eeyore.
Yeah. I had
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, I had some Eeyore energy.
But not anymore though. Now you're Eeyore. Now you're skinny Eeyore.
Now I'm not. Yeah. Now I'm like Winnie the Pooh, just walking around with all my pants on. You walked in me in the bathroom today when I was naked.
I did. I saw Don's naked ass and the back of his nutsack, and I'll tell you, fellas, it's nice.
Thanks.
Hairy. You have a hairless ass. You have hairless ass cheeks. You're a very hairy man, but not on your ass cheeks.
The backside of me is pretty fucking good.
You're like a baboon.
You
have a hairless red ass.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I willed it to happen.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I got hair where I need it and not where I don't.
You're a happy guy now.
I feel good, man. Like I think I did a lot of work. I think I was very unhappy, but I think a lot of that was self-imposed, which is why you talk about this like routine or this morning ritual, and it's like, dude, I think sometimes we just get so down on ourselves because we listen to the first thought, and I don't know that most of the time the first thought is ever the correct thought. It's just like our imprinting, right? It's like those bad things that we either build up over time, or it's the things you picked up in childhood from your parents who are just trying to do the best they fucking could, but maybe not be better. Like maybe it wasn't correct, and now it's like, dude, I know how to make better choices and better decisions. Like I want the pizza, but maybe not every fucking day. Like I want to jerk off, but maybe I fucking shouldn't. Maybe I go for a walk, and that makes me feel better. Like it's about going like, oh, that's a first thought. Probably not the best one. Next thought.
2 words: delayed gratification.
Yeah, dude.
That's the key to happiness. Delayed gratification. Jerk off on that pizza. But delay it. Right?
I don't know, man. I think I made life, and I like for a while I was unhappy because I was so consumed with myself. And I've heard you talk about this before, where you're like, where if you make it all about you and you make it so ego fucking centric, like, dude, shit gets really tough, really fucking quick. And then sometimes it's like, all right, maybe I just calm down. Like I wake up in the morning, I live in a fucking beautiful city, I get to do what I want, I have great people around me. It's like, maybe let's make it not about me today.
Right.
And we'll just fucking do what we need to do, and it's okay. And you can have a better mentality about shit.
It's like, what else do you want in life, dude? Like, you can be upset all you want. Bottom line is you're a straight white male in America.
Hey, I didn't choose it.
1%.
God did.
God did. Obviously, I'm kidding. Well, might edit that out.
Yeah.
I always like when I say something that I'm like, this will get a laugh, and then it bombs, and then it just looks like
I had one.
Then it just looks like I'm Tucker Carlson. Which, yeah, dude.
Is Tucker still bad? I've been seeing some interviews from him, man.
I don't think anybody. I think it just depends. I think we're in a time now where there's 150 million people that hate you and 150 million people that love you, and that's just what it is.
Fucking love it. When we talked about that this morning, just the conservative side of the brain and the liberal side of the brain, the left and the right.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Conservative
why
means to
you
conserve.
laugh at that? There's 2 sides of the brain. One wants to conserve, the other one doesn't.
How about this? If you get a stroke on the right side of your brain, it affects the left side of your body.
Yeah.
And do you know if you get a stroke in the right side of your brain, it will affect and change your personality?
Fucking metaphor. I don't know. Is that?
I'm just saying, dude. It's just that everything's backwards. And you know, like an epileptic and a person with epilepsy, their brain is just mapped differently. And a person with a lefty has different brain than you as a righty have.
Yeah.
It's just switched.
It's the brain is actually switched.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. No.
Okay.
I don't know. It could be.
You're physical. You know.
In theory, it sounds good. That woman Susan made me feel like I got to get back into physical therapy.
Hold on, because she asked you like what you. She says if you're feeling unhappy and you're not feeling fulfilled and like you don't know what you're like. She talked about like purpose and like what drives you and makes you happy. I think I've been thinking about a lot about that lately too. So like if you can whittle it down, like what is it that
you're a whittle baby?
What is it that like does it for you though? Like, because you say like, oh, I make all these people laugh and people send these messages and like I get to provide for my family and like, here's what I know about you, and this is like why I think like I'm so solid about you is I know at the end of the day, like I know that you're family first, like you care about the people close to you, like you show up when like you show up and like and like truly genuinely you have like a good heart and good intention. Do you know what I mean? Right. And you got a great jawline to look at too.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Always have, always will.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it's like, I like you. What the fuck was that?
Just for the people at home.
So it's like I know you have like those are the things I love about you, and so when I hear you say like, oh, like you know, I do all these things, but none of it kind of fulfills me or anything makes me happy. I think part of it is like I know what makes you tick. Like every day, I just want to be home. I want to be with my family. I want to be with my kids. But like, yes, and that's like I get that that's your purpose, and like that's number one. It's like I want to provide for my family. I want to be around them. I want to do all that. But like outside of like what is it outside of that, like where's your North Star that allows you to like be fulfilled in other avenues of your life and then go back to that? Like what do you want to do?
I think that honestly what I want to do is continue like what I say when I'm the happiest is when I feel like every day of my life, or as many days of the week as possible, just feel like a Sunday afternoon, where I don't looking at the clock. The days of the week are irrelevant. Like if it's Tuesday, that doesn't mean anything. It could be any day because I'm living the same type of dream thing, and sometimes I lose sight of that. But that's when I feel the happiest, and I also feel the best when I have a day that's full. When the days when I actually have the best days, at the end of the day, when I start to reflect, there's days when I've laughed hysterically and cried hysterically, and those days happen for me. Some days I cry. I cry like I would say now once a week.
Do you really?
Yeah. Sometimes it's out of nowhere.
So just like emotions will come up in you?
Sometimes it's happy, sometimes it's sad.
You know what? I like that. Like I think for a while I pushed everything down.
Why don't you slap me around a little bit then tonight?
I will.
When we go home.
I'll put my fucking hands around your throat.
Thank you.
Okay. So I think for a while, part of the reason like I was so unhappy is I just stuffed everything down because I couldn't. I couldn't like, this is too much. I don't want to access. I don't want to feel it. And it was just building up. Like the way, like the fact that you have the ability to go, I feel happy, I feel sad, I'm going to cry, I'm going to let it out. Like that's what we're supposed to do with emotions. I think it's great. That's probably why you look so good, because you're not fucking stuffing it down.
I mean, I'm stuffing it somewhere. You know what I'm saying, dude?
Dude, that's a Buchanan.
Yes, that's a Buchanan. No, I think that, you know, I think that we are a little bit designed. I don't know why. The media and social media definitely make it worse. I think we have a brain that is not designed to take in all these problems, right? But yet all we see in the world are problems. Like going back to your point where like, you know, the people in the village in the 1600s only knew about their little problems. Right. They didn't know what was happening across the river from them. Right. So now that I know what's happening in the Ukraine, even though I can't do anything to help them, I'm taking it on like I live in Ukraine. Right. When the fact is I don't live in Ukraine, even though I do have a lot of Ukrainian people in my building.
Shout out to Ukrainians.
Shout them out.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? So I think sometimes you have to think small, and that's why I think Susan Inuidu was saying that
worse and worse every
from
time.
The Leadership's Perfect Storm. I think that you were saying, I think that that's why you go to nature. That's what they say. A lot of people, I mean, this is from even like, you know, the the Marcus Aurelius days, just watch the animals. If you want to like calm down, watch what the animals are doing.
Right.
Go in the forest. You just reconnect with nature.
Dude, it's not that hard.
But it is for a lot of people. That's why. But I think so. Some of my peers, I think, that have it the best, just specifically in my career, are the ones who aren't. Because the problem is when you become successful is then you're expected to keep being successful. And if you're not successful in our society, if you're successful one year and not the next, people start to say, what happened to you? Or it starts to become, well, I don't, now I need a $10 million house. It starts to become, there's no end to it all. But some of my peers who, just kind of they do comedy for the same reasons they started out with. They're not chasing anything. They're living in North Dakota or whatever it is. They're the happiest.
Well, do you feel like you always have to be front, center, and present? I know like the algorithm in social media makes it this way, or maybe it makes it feel this way. Do you always feel like you have to be like out front, present, and center, like, and constantly throwing shit at that? Like, I know for like acting or other things, like even music, like somebody will release an album, they'll go on tour, and then they disappear for a year and a half, right? And you're like, who the fuck's this person? And then when you miss them again, then it's like, bang,
comes back.
Yeah, right? Or like even some comics, like the higher, like you'll hear about him, Burrow throw out a special, and then you're like, where the fuck's he been for 8 months?
He's going away. Yeah. I think that I used to feel that way, but now I do feel like there's like this kind of treadmill. There's like this negative karmic energy that's attached to some of this fame, success, power, and money. And I feel at times fortunate, which is very difficult. I'm going through the ups and downs and struggles of it now, but I think there's times when I'm like, oh, I actually have it great right now. Yeah. I see my family. I'm, recognized by some of my, if a fan recognizes me, that's great. It doesn't change my life. It's 2 or 3 people a day consistently. I make enough money that my family, we don't have a $30 million house or anything, but we can.
Do you even want that?
No, it's too much to take care of.
That's what I'm saying.
We can go do whatever we want for the most part.
Yeah.
And what else do I really want? Like that may come with, maybe you'll never do the arena in Milwaukee, but what Louis C.K. once told us sitting at the back of the Comedy Cellar, he was like, there's no real difference between this level you guys are at and the level that he got to. It's just more problems. There's no real difference at all.
And
but it's hard to accept that because in American culture, Western culture, you always got to be the biggest, the baddest, but in other cultures like the UK, they're not as much like that as we are.
So we talked about it this morning when we were at the gym. Do you think do we think we're in decline, or do you think we're just fucking in our teenage
I think we're going through puberty.
Yeah.
That's what I honestly think is happening. I think we're just going through puberty. I think we have zits. I think we're jerking off too much.
Yeah, we're a little uncoordinated.
I think that
gangly.
Europe went through this in the 1500s. I think that we're going through it now. I think that, yes, when people say countries are just aligned on a map, I agree. But then we also do take on a personality as a nation, and I think we're in our teenage years, and it's troublesome right now because we're gonna, we're gonna kill a migrant. But we don't mean to do it. We just have rage issues on testosterone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you pulled that back in.
Yes.
It took a second.
Yes. Listen, you got to protect your family. That's the bottom line. That's why we're alive. That's why I have multiple locks on the doors. I try to live in apartment buildings so people can't just kick in my front door. And we eat a lot of blueberries to keep our hearts safe. But what also is important is life insurance, baby. And I like Ethos life insurance, okay? Because work-provided life insurance, it just may not be enough. The rule of thumb is to have coverage that's 10 times your salary. 10 times your salary, okay? But employer-provided life insurance typically covers just 1 or 2 times your salary. How are you going to get the other 8 times? Ethos. How would it feel knowing your loved ones have financial support if something happened to you? How would you feel? Wouldn't you feel good? Knowing that, whatever, go ahead and eat that extra piece of bacon. If you drop dead, your family members are taken care of with Ethos. It's very, very, very convenient, too. It really, really is. I mean, you know me, I'm an idiota, and even I can figure this stuff out because Ethos makes it that easy. Term life policies from 10 to 30 years of coverage start as low as $10 a month. $10 a month. $10 a month, papi. Save time with customizable coverage to fit your needs and budget. Plus, you can start your policy instantly. No medical exam required. That's a biggie. Just answer a few health questions, 100% online, and boom, see your rate in minutes. Now, As always, you'll get a nice discount. All you got to do is go to ethoslife.com/chaos. ethoslife.com/chaos. That's ETHOS life.com/chaos. Term life policies start as low as $10 a month, and you will get a free quote at ethoslife.com/chaos. Protect your family with life insurance from Ethos. Get up to $2 million in coverage in just 10 minutes at ethoslife.com/chaos. I'm pitching shows tomorrow at ABC, owned by Disney. I've told them multiple times. Do you know what I've said on my podcast? But it just seems like people don't care anymore. They're like, well, you guys have said shit.
Yeah. Well, all the comics.
Well, we're just being silly willies.
You just gotta fucking let it fly. I mean,
obviously, obviously, I make a migrant joke. I'm just kidding around. I mean, go put in check my Ring camera right now. They're migrants. They're in my house. I have a family of migrants living there. They're my children.
I fucking love it, dude.
Dude, I love you, man. I'm going to eat so much fucking fried cheese at Rayo's tonight.
So
it's going to be nuts,
fried cheese, the meatballs, I think, each get a pasta.
I want like a fettuccine Alfredo. I want a garlic bread. I want a cheesecake.
A piece of meat, too.
Yeah, dude, I want some nice red wine.
How about that guy when we were at the gym today? He had his headphones in. And do you ever do this where you have your headphones in, but you're not listening to music so you can hear people? Because that guy was clearly listening in our conversation.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
And then just interjected and was like, oh, you going to Rayo's? You got to get the cheesecake no matter what.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, why don't you shut your ass?
Yeah, dude, he was bigger than both of us.
He was a big boy. But we were doing 65 pounders though.
You were doing 65 pounders.
One set and then I felt shoulder pain.
I have less to prove than ever now. I wear cardigans. I'm happy. I got nothing to fucking...
Yeah, nothing to prove. I mean, I don't know. I feel like we're going through some weird times right now, but I'm excited about it. A lot of people are not excited. I'm excited about...
Are we back on America now or Rayo's?
You tell me what's the difference between America and Rayo's. Rayo's is America. America is Rayo's. What's more American than spaghetti and meatballs? Nothing, dude.
Nothing.
And, I just kind of think America's the best. And I just think we're just number one by a fucking landslide.
By a landslide.
And I get that other countries think they're good and, you have to, in public, kind of agree with them.
Right.
But it's not true. Where do you want to go?
Where do you want to...
what do you want to do?
You don't want to go anywhere.
Go to Sweden.
Yeah.
Go.
I don't... Yeah.
Why do you want to go? Go. Nobody cares.
I don't want to go. I want to go a lot of places. I've been to a lot of places.
I always want to come back home, though.
Yeah.
I always want to come back home.
I always want to come home.
I like it.
I feel safe. Like, not safest. I don't know if that's the right word, but I always feel good back here. But this is where we're from.
We're from.
Yeah.
Do you want to go to Dubai? You really want to go there? Dude, I get it. It's sand and $100 glass of wine.
Yeah, I don't.
I get it, dude.
I know. Not Dubai. Dubai's not on my list. Listen.
You want to say bye-bye to Dubai.
Yeah.
Dubai-bye.
Yeah, Dubai-bye.
No, I love Dubai. I'm sorry for the fans that I didn't go, but your whole fucking airport got flooded for 3 inches of rain. I can't go to a place like that.
No, do you ever want to go to, like, Thailand or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
No interest, dude. No interest.
Okay. All right. And you're going to Europe, so obviously you're doing
dude.
that.
If I want to get kicked in the face by a little Thai boy, I'll call Jim Norton. I know Jimmy's got a couple of guys in there.
Yeah.
Jimmy, shout out Jim Norton and his beautiful marriage.
Shout out Jim.
Jim Norton. Jimmy boy.
He's a nice guy. He's always very nice to me.
Jim Norton. Let me tell you something about Jim Norton right now. Not only one of the nicest guys, because sometimes those guys in that older level, like, they don't talk to the younger guys as much, or he does. Yeah. He always gives his time. I personally think on the radio, he's the quickest mind in radio history.
Think about
when you listen and go back and just Google Jim Norton quick hits or whatever, anything Jim Norton YouTube, like that, like lightning. Him and David Tell are neck and neck with quickness.
His shows. Like when I was growing up, especially at the old Punchline, I grew up in a comedy club in Atlanta, like an old one.
Your dad owned the famous Atlanta Punchline.
So when he was doing like,
wait, hold on, where they created Are you going to get paid in white or green? Tell them what that means. Your father created this. The law enforcement's listening.
I think the guy wearing the Versace belt will probably tell us.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it means getting paid in white or green in the 80s and 90s out of the Atlanta Punchline Comedy Club. They, owned by Don's father, they would ask the comic at the end of the weekend, do you want to get paid in white or green? Would you like to get paid in cocaine or cash or a little bit of both?
Yeah, a lot of guys would do both.
Yes. I wouldn't know what that meant, to be honest with you, so I would just assume green and I'm going to get paid in cream spinach.
But his shows on like Saturday night, they used to do 3 show Saturdays.
Jim Norton.
You guys, everybody did. All the comics did 3 show Saturdays, 7, 9, and 11. Wow. And a lot of times Jim's shows wouldn't start till like 12:30, 1 a.m. on a Saturday night, dude. And people were liquid. I mean, they were fucking parties, dude.
Yes.
Parties up on, dude. The
sold
greatest.
out like wall to wall.
Wall to wall, line around the fucking building.
Great.
Dude, just the best.
Club Soda Kenny.
He would always come with.
Yes,
yeah.
his security guard, Andrew Dice Clay's security guard.
Yeah, Dice rolled through there. Dice used to bring it too, especially when he started coming back.
Dude, I got a TV show. I got to pitch a TV show tomorrow. We got pitches at ABC, NBC, Fox, CBS, and I got to be honest with you, I kind of don't even know what the show is. I'm going to be completely honest with you folks. I don't know what the show actually is. Don's asked me several times, and I've said, Don, make believe you're an exec at CBS. And his first question is, what's the show? And I say, I don't know. But I'm asking you to invest in me and take a chance. And I want to know what Susan Iwadomo would tell me about that. Just take a chance on me. What is the show, Don? Can you help me?
Yeah, we talked about it. You know what the show is, man.
But ultimately, I don't. And I don't see why anyone's interested.
Shut the fuck
I'm being dead serious. Are you in
the fuck
when I talk,
dude?
When I talked to you this morning at Coffee Fix and you heard that pitch, would you want to buy that? Are you interested in that? Does that sound anything different from any other fucking bullshit you've seen on TV? It's the same shit. No. I'm just a fucking little bullshit Kardashian.
You ready? Get it out. Get it out. Fucking get it out.
I'm a walking reality show.
Get it out.
Okay?
No.
I don't have, it doesn't matter. I make everything I say up. I'm not real. I'm from Sweden.
Yes, you do, dude.
What's the show, Don?
The show is about, I think you and your family and your dynamic is kind of like a perfect representation of America, where like you right now are a man trying to just navigate being caught between two worlds.
Yes.
Like an old school world and like the new school world that like America's trying to live in.
Yes.
You're like a teenager right now.
Right.
Like in like your dad's old school, you were raised a certain way. You thought these were the way things were supposed to go. And then you met a Latin woman, you started a mixed family, and like everything you thought was right is wrong, and now you're trying to mix both worlds together. I think that's what your show is. And like if you were going to talk about what people think is kind of going on right now in America, it's like, oh, we're fucking trying to mix, old and new.
Do I take a stance in the pitch tomorrow on Palestine or Israel?
I think you stay as far a fucking way from that subject as you humanly possibly fucking can.
Do I just go for it and walk into ABC draped in the Palestinian flag and then walk into CBS draped in the Israeli flag? Do I just take chances and just fucking put all the chips in and see if I can get it going? Do I walk into one pitch with Michael Rappaport and the other pitch with AOC? What do I do?
Yeah.
Is that the way to finally, because do you have to just commit and say, I'm not half-assing this. I'm taking a swing, Poppy, and I'm going to miss big on one of them, but at least we'll hit a home run on the other. I mean, what do you think?
I mean,
Jesus Christ.
I don't know if that's how it works. You could probably miss on both those.
What do I do, dude?
What the fuck are you talking about, Chris? You know what you're going to do.
I'm walking in with Jimmy fucking Kimmel.
Listen. I will be your executive coach right now. Okay. And here's what we're going to do. Look at my little feet.
Wow, look at those.
Look at my little feet.
Love it.
Okay. Little concubine feet.
You little rice queen.
Yeah. You, I need you to repeat this, are a strong, independent woman, okay?
I'm a strong Indian woman. I'm a strong, independent woman.
Listen.
I'm going to go in and sell me, motherfucker.
That's exactly
That's
right.
what it is.
Dude, listen, they're going to go in and they're going to buy a show about your life, but dude, it's about you. Just fucking go be
Just
yourself.
get in there. Walk into that pitch tomorrow, and I lead with the dog, and the dog pisses on the carpet and walks out, and that's how we enter.
Yeah.
What about that? What about I walk in just like that?
Just establish dominance.
100%. That's what it is.
Are you really that worried about it?
No, I'm not worried about it. I don't want to say I feel unprepared. You know what it is? It's not that I feel unprepared. The last time I pitched a show, it was my whole life, right? For months leading up, I was practicing it, thinking about it. It's like now, I have so much fun doing the podcast and the stand-up. I almost forgot that we had the pitches because I'm like, I know what the material is. I know what Sam Sclaver, the writer, is amazing. But I know I'm like not putting so much stress about it. But I don't know if that could turn out to be a good thing or a bad thing. Everything in my life or everything in life is anticipation. Right. So I'm anticipating, Hey,
you're not where your feet are.
I don't know. Right. So, but tomorrow, I think I feel like I have nothing to lose.
I don't think you.
But I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I don't think you have anything to lose. I don't think. Listen, you know enough about this business to know that's not a bad thing. Like you're never gonna want to go in there like smelling like fucking desperation. And the fact that you don't need this, and either way, your life's gonna be okay. I think like it's a huge advantage, Chris, because it's like at the end of the day, like you want to do this maybe because like you're passionate about it, you love it, you think it's a great idea, you'd love to be able to do that. It's been a goal of yours, but if it doesn't work out, look at everything I have in my life, right?
Right.
You're fucking ready. You're prepared. You've done this enough. I don't want to pep talk you like I'm your executive coach because I charge $18,000 on the low end per day.
On the low end.
On the low end.
No, she said over the course of 6 months.
Well, yeah, dude. We've
So what is that? That's
more
about
than 6 months.
That's 3 G's a month.
Yeah, 3 G's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm worth it.
Not good.
No, I'm worth it.
Yeah. You are worth it.
That's low.
That is low.
You're getting discount.
What'd you say, 50 to 60 grand on the high end?
Dude, you're fucking ready, man. You know this. I know that you love to fucking spin your wheels and talk like you're not fucking going to go in there and murder, but you need to shut the fuck up.
Well, I want you to come in with us. And I want you to just be the guy that sits in the corner and says nothing.
I'll sit next to Emilio and we'll both say fucking nothing.
Emilio, my manager, the Italian woman who we've mentioned many times in the show, is also coming to the pitch as my manager, but I've told him that he needs to shut his fucking mouth and not say a goddamn word in there. And if he does, I'm going to slap him with a broomstick. And he knows that. The only people who are allowed to talk is Jimmy Kimmel, and that's it. I'm not even speaking. No, I think, how about this? Tell me where your mind would be with this, and tell me if you think I'm a psychopath or this is justified.
Psychopath.
When I made the choice to not go to Dubai, when I said, I don't want to go, I feel like something's wrong, because, whatever, and then 2 days later, the entire airport flooded, and this whole city's infrastructure was shut down for 4 days, and my show was canceled. I thought to myself that Jesus Christ is actually the chosen one. And that we beat Allah.
Great instincts. Great instincts.
That's where my mind went. I said, we actually, now this has proven to me that I am in the army of God. I am fighting on the right side of this crusade. And that right there, case in point, why actually we are the winners. Do you think that I'm wrong, or is that justified?
I think parts of your thinking are justified. Some parts.
There you go.
Yeah, maybe a little wild.
Okay.
Yeah,
because that's what I was literally.
I think you always trust your instincts. You trust your gut. Dude, I walked off an airplane once, like last year. I sat down on the seat and I go, I don't want to fucking go. And the whole plane loaded up, and I hit the button, and the stewardess, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna get off the plane. And she's like, why?
Really?
And I'm like, I just don't want to go. I'm not going. And she was like, did you check a bag? And I was like, nope. And she goes, great, go. And I was like, thank you. Yeah. It's just sometimes you just.
And then what happened? That flight landed safely in Atlanta.
Safely.
There was no point to that.
No, it wasn't no fucking.
Well, no, I'm saying I didn't go, and then the airport flooded. You're saying you didn't go, and the flight was perfect.
No, you just fucking trusted your gut. You didn't want to fucking go.
Yeah, but I trusted my gut.
No, you didn't want to fucking go. It wasn't because you saw rain in the forecast, dude. That's not why you didn't fucking go.
But that's what I'm saying. I didn't go, but yet then 2 days later, the airport's flooded, and that was to me saying Jesus spoke to me and said, you are a child of God. I need you to continue this crusade. That's why I didn't put you there in the Middle East. And
you stay home drown in 3 inches of water?
But you're saying, how about this? Okay. Cut that. I'm saying I didn't get on a flight and then the Dubai airport's flooded. You're saying you didn't get on a flight, but then that flight landed safely. So that's not trusting your gut. That was just a stupid decision.
No, it wasn't. The flight was to Miami.
But
So
it
was a
landed
smart decision.
safely.
It wasn't about the fucking. I didn't think the plane was going to crash. I just didn't want to fucking go because I was like, maybe something's. Maybe I would have got fucking shanked on the street, Chris.
In Miami?
Yeah.
But there
by one of
wasn't one
Jasmine's
report of a
relatives.
shanking.
Okay, maybe it would have fucking.
But the thing is, there has to be, if you say something like that, there has to be something that then
we can look at the
verified your decision. You're saying
You know
that
what it
everything was great. It was sunny and 80
No,
degrees.
you know what it was? It was the weekend that the aliens showed up at the mall in Miami, bro.
Okay, so there you go.
Yeah. You know what? A spiritual being outside of our realm spoke to me, came down and told me that I was on the right side of God.
That's
right?
something.
And we were doing the right crusade.
The right hand to the Father.
Yeah.
I'm going to read this book. I should read Leadership's Perfect Storm by Susan Inawaki before I go into these pitches.
I don't think I mean, sure, dude.
Dude, are we going to do lunges tomorrow? We have to do lunges.
I'll do lunges.
You cannot neglect your legs anymore.
Who's neglecting whose fucking legs, buddy? We got some dad calves over here.
You do.
Yeah.
You'd be an excellent father.
I can't wait, bro.
You do. You would be an excellent father.
The only thing I'm missing is I think just a partner, and I just want a good partner to do it.
So
I'm not gonna have it before then.
You look like, the cereal Teddy Grahams. You look like a Teddy Graham.
I look like a Teddy Graham.
Like the cookie Teddy Grahams.
yeah.
You kind of look like a Teddy Graham. It's cute.
That's
You
okay.
make me feel comfortable. I told you I had the opportunity to sleep at Jimmy Kimmel's house.
Yes.
Jimmy Kimmel invited me to sleep at his house.
Probably.
And
really
I
good
said,
thread count
no.
Yeah.
I said no.
Yeah.
Because I want to hang out with Jimmy. But I was like, I feel most comfortable at Don's
Well,
house.
dude, it's like you're coming out. Yeah, it's like home, dude.
I have my little bedroom. I have my little bathroom. And that goes to show you, like, obviously Jimmy has a beautiful, gorgeous house, amazing stay, comfortable, has people that will do anything you want. Amazing guy, Jimmy. But I was like, I want to stay at Don's. And nobody could understand that. Even my manager was like, why would you not stay at Jimmy Kimmel's house? Are you dumb?
Amelia does that every time you say. He's like, why don't you just stay at a nice hotel? And you're like, no, I'm going to stay with Don.
I want to stay with Dom. Amelia also rented an Airbnb in Venice like an asshole.
He's got a nice patio.
And now he's 55 minutes away from all the places we need to be.
Yeah. He's vibing out, dude.
No, he's having a good time.
Let him fucking go.
I love him.
But I love that you come and stay with me. Like, we wake up early. We go to the fucking gym.
Woke up today at 6 a.m.
It's a routine.
It's a routine.
It's a routine.
We sit on your little balcony. I meditate. You have plants everywhere. You grow your own peppers.
Yeah.
You grow your own peppers, dude.
I do.
Literally, you have a sustainable farm on your balcony in Valley Village.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I fucking love it.
You literally grow green and red peppers.
Dude, I can't tell you how fucking happy it makes me too.
Right.
Like you know what I mean? It's like finding the things, the little fucking things you find joy. I fucking love it, dude. Just like, I don't know, man.
You're one of my. You ready for this?
Yeah.
When you said, we were talking about the rat race, and I'm a little bit envious of you. You know why?
Why?
Because you are I feel like you're content with who you are. Mm-hmm. You're at peace, and you found your purpose. You wake up every day excited because you're like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to work on my writing. I'm going to work on me. I'm going to do that. I think that's dope.
Thanks, man.
And I feel that. And that's why I think I like being around you, because I'm like, oh, Don, he knows what he's supposed to be doing. And you're not so focused on the results, because the results are not great.
Dude.
I'm kidding. No, you're not a results-driven guy. You're a work-driven guy. And that's the secret. That's the secret sauce.
Yeah, dude.
You control your effort, man.
Yeah. Truly, what the fuck else we got, dude? I control my effort. Everything else, I feel like, I take solace in Allah that everything will work out, Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like what you're about. Let me tell you something. There's a woman right now wearing that exact sweater running a daycare.
She doesn't live in LA, I'll tell you that, dude. Running a daycare.
Yeah. There's 3 people wearing that sweater right now. You, the woman running the daycare, and Jonathan Van Ness.
You know what, man? Bring her on. Bring her on. If she's listening to your podcast, even better.
I hope she is.
Dude, me too.
Oh, God, it's 3:27.
Let's do it.
Oh, I'm already getting texts from Brian Baldinger.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. I love you.
I love you.
Yeah.
I love the good people of the Chrissy Chaos podcast. I thank you so much for all the support. I genuinely can't do any of this without you. I love you guys. Thanks for all the support. We really appreciate it. Don's single. If you girls want to jump in his DM, his Instagram is Donnie Tsunami.
No, I deleted that one.
He deleted Donnie Tsunami?
No Donnie Tsunami.
What is it now?
It's just Don DePetta.
Don DePetta.
Yeah.
Go DM him if you want to hear about Colin Farrell's penis. Love you.
Love you.
All right.